Hi there guys! I like to stand here and look at this adorable sight forever. Isn't she just amazing? Amaryllis still out. Christmas is long gone. But she decided to re-bloom. Put out another 1 meter tall spike. Isn't that incredible? And her friend next to her, striped one. Spiky! The first one out last season decided to create some more goodly good stuff. I thought she was doomed to the under the bench. So I was just about put her there when I noticed the spikes. Nice to wake up to this morning, since they are really rapid growers. We barely notice the spike until it's this tall, this far developed. Faster than the speed of night. Speaking of night, it's still dark outside. You might think that it's evening, but it's not. It's morning. Yeah. Very soon the sun's gonna rise and be up for about 5 hours until it sets again. So that's about all we get this time of year. 5 hours of light. The rest of the time, darkness. And darkness and darkness. So no wonder we people up north loves to be out shopping. Colorful items as for plants. Anyways, today, come along with me to my local society meeting. And after that I'm going to show you a couple of spikes, new spikes in my apartment. Yeah, and this time it's going to be orchid spikes, not amaryllis. So, alright, come along with me and see what we can find, yeah? Well, back home again, you saw the videos. Yeah, what do you think about the Oncidium sapii times Coerulea Speciosa? The Oncidium type, the mountain one, with the orange-ish flowers. Very huge kind of looking dancing lady flowers. I don't think I ever saw such a beauty in my whole life in the Oncidium family, but it's crossed with the Coerulea. That's another genus, but I believe it's got its pattern, I think, or maybe a little bit of the shape and form of the little skirt is wider than it normally is on a regular dancing lady. But yeah, I know too little about this Coerulea genus to really open my mouth, so I'm going to keep it shut. Yeah, that's a speech, lordy. So great. I was focused all of the time. Whole speech through. Yeah? She was showing pictures, just regular pictures in a little video, but I mean, he's growing cactuses and flowers on a cactus, on a great old cactus. Yeah, it's nothing you joke around with, yeah? They are so pretty. She has some really old specimens of them at home, so yeah. And she also grows hibiscus, several kinds of hibiscus. She grows really tall and form them into a tree, the shape of a tree. Yeah, with a large stem. And she keeps them outside during, summertime. So, oh yeah, it looked so fine. I was so impressed. And what else? Yeah, of course she was growing loads of orchids as well. So, good job. And if you watch this, I just want you to know that I was really impressed with the speech. And I call it so. Just so you know, you're very much welcome back in a few years' time, and repeat it. It wouldn't hurt, yeah. Anyways, what did I get? Me, myself, and I. Yeah. Stupid me. I think this is my third or fourth try on the Oncidium popcorn Haruri. Yes. This one is mounted, as you can see, with some Spanish moss as decoration on top of the moss. Yeah, it's a good mount. Looks great. Good couple of plants. Climbing behavior. Growing upwards. And on top of it all, a little spiky. Which will soon, kind of soon, in a week's time, I think, by my experience of these guys, open up his buds. 1 or 2 weeks. They are a little bit slower than we expect to develop. Oh, my hand's shaking. I don't have a hangover or anything. It's not that. No. Anyways, why did I get this one? I already have a few, don't I? Well, I'm not sure. I'm just fully determined to succeed with one of them in my lifetime, at least. So, this is my old one. Not much to see, is it? Well, it was a little bit larger some time ago. And it's pseudobulbs here, has stroppy sleeves. They are kind of sort of, yeah, this one is kind of sort of dead. And this one is kind of sort of soft. But there's another one, a little growth coming there. But chances are it's going to rot off any minute here. Yeah, producing a little one with some new roots which has stopped growing. No green root tips there. Can you see it? Let's focus, please. Yeah. This new growth seems a little bit dehydrated. This one, yeah. Leaves are falling, so it's not doing fine. Yes. And hope for the fairy to come and bless the two of them. I mean, it's not for me really, but they're kind of cheap, they're kind of desirable, and the flowers are to die for, really. There's a short while they're out. I mean, yeah, they're kind of long lasting, not short while, but the while they're out is worth the whole plant. Sorry, but I don't believe that any of us at the Orchid Society has ever been able to keep one of these guys for an extended period of time. So, I'm not the only one who's not growing these guys well. Yeah, we all cannot. Faith is the last thing that leads you, isn't it? But let's not talk about faith. Let's talk about what I want. Ta-da! Something that I cannot grow either. Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. The thing is, I won this orchid at the lottery. I choose the number 71. It was one of my 10 numbers that I could pick yeah, at the lottery. And you know what? That was the first number they drew. So I was able to pick first. And I saw this one, but I already dropped the thought of me ever being able to win it. Since I never win first, I always win about second or third, so the best plant always goes to somebody else. So I was so happy. I was jumping, just like a child, yeah. Isn't she just adorable? If this isn't a good quality plant, I don't know what is. Look at her. Kind of dense. Nobile type. The ones I cannot grow. But I can always try. Yeah. She was for free and she's got a really, really gorgeous scent. This orchid I adore. Look at the little purple-ish shades to the center. And the green middle. Her blooms reminds me a bit of the Sobinacofia robusta, even though they're not the same genus even, but I like flowers that look like this. Such a gorgeous quality plant. You know what? What else? Except for the really, really, really delicious scent. Da-da-da! Species ancestors. They really call this little guy Dendrobium nobile, wild baby. ... And can you see the species composition? Dendrobium nobile, only 28.51%. Dendrobium moniliform, 21.2. Dendrobium heterocarpum, 15.72. Dendrobium findleyanum, 14.06. Dendrobium regium, 9.75. Dendrobium signadum, 7.61. Dendrobium wardianum, 3.13. So, good to have. Put in my little folder. Yeah, that's what I got, guys. Now let's look at a few spikes in this apartment. And a few flowers also. Why not? This one is funny. Coelogyne Cristata from Hans Christiansen in Denmark. Here's the tag to see where I got it. Let's see now. What about it? It's sitting in still sitting in its green mix. Yes. Now the lights went out. I'm trying to save electricity. The bill. 5 times the size. Yeah, so I have to decrease the bill a little bit. So we're gonna operate in darkness. Yeah, we're kind of used to that in this country. Anyways, look at it. Still sitting in its green mix, and she shall remain on a green mix. There's no point in switching an inorganic medium. Here, I think this is another spike. So, last year she followed up with a secondary spike. So, and she arrived in bloom last year in April. So this is kind of early, but she's still. I thought that would be it, but there are a few more to come here to the side. A spider web or whatever. Yes, so but I cannot feel any scent yet. I think it's only during daytime or such. I don't remember really. But I believe that the flowers were about twice the size last time. No, not twice, but 50% more. So I'm not sure if they're going to develop more. They just open up today. So I know too little about this plant. I never had a Cristata in bloom before. And certainly not by my own doing. So I'm kind of proud of this achievement. I kept her outside from, I think, June to October, November, when frost came along, frost period. So I brought her inside and put her up there where the fan is. It seems to have done the job. And I lowered the temperature in my apartment during the whole month of November. So I only had about 18 degrees here. So maybe that did the trick. I'm not sure. But I'm proud. This is fun. Whoa, a couple of days later, night filming. Now she's fully open. And the fragrance is so gorgeous. Yes. The flowers are growing larger for each day. Larger, wider, fatter, so to speak. So it's starting out kind of smallish. And I started to wonder if I did something wrong after all, but they are growing, just like Vanda flowers, even though they're kind of a lot different from each other, those genuses, but yeah, they act the same way. And this little recently repotted Paphiopedilum mordii, but it's still there. So, show this one to you in my Paphiopedilum video. Still in bud at least. Yeah, goodly good. Yeah, this gorgeous little Twinkle type. Oncidium, Tsiku, Marguerite, Chian, glory from Schwerter. It doesn't say, but it's from Schwerter. Look, she just finished blooming, and she created another set of spikes, a better set of spikes, later. She really does take time to develop her buds from this size to this size. Now, any time, any minute, shall I say, without exaggerating, one of these buds is gonna be cracked open in a blink of an eye. That's how fast it happens. From this state to this, oh lordy, takes forever. Isn't that always so with twinkles? The wait, the wait, the wait. And then you almost miss the blooming. She's becoming a really rewarding plant, and this particular Marguerite variety, the little family, the little group, which are called Marguerite, they carry a little bit larger flowers than the regular twinkles are, so I can recommend these guys to you. Well, she did manage to open up a bit for this session. I must admit that this one is the best spike she's created in my care. It's better than her previous blooming. And she's not ready. I mean, previous, I mean. I think she bloomed 3 times for me. This is much better than last time. And she's fragrant. You can see, compare my fingers to the flowers. They are a lot larger than regular twinkles are. And I love it that there's yet some more to come. Live spikes. So this one just continued to flower. Yeah. Might as well just continue when we started. Why not? This little gorgeous lady's still out. I wonder why she isn't called White Lady. Looks exactly like the White Lady, I think. Maybe the White Lady's a little bit more greenish here, but you know, the foliage, everything is so singular. But anyways, Rosy Dawn, one of my favorite Paphiopedilums. You're going to see this one in several videos from now on. Obviously. Well, while working at my computer, I thought I could kill 2 flies in one go. So, watering Vanda type orchids at the same time as sitting at the computer. Yeah, good thought. What happened when I checked? Vanda Saru. Vanda. Vanda Coerulea blue. Yeah. What did I do? Here's the spike. You can see underneath it. in the leaf joints directly underneath it. 1 month ago we tried to, in November, end of November, it put out the spike underneath it here. And this is not it's kind of a recent purchase from Curlin this autumn, September. Only a couple of months, but after this a little bit cooler period in my apartment, when I refused to switch on the heating elements, just for fun, see what happened, and loads of stuff happened. Plants which never ever put out any kind of sort of spikes and just been sitting there doing nothing at all. Some of them just started to come to life again and produce stuff, but so I was jumping for joy when I saw this little spike. It's first time ever blooming. I didn't know whether this one was a flowering size one or not, if I'd just been fooled. It should have been flowering size, but it's kind of smallish. But I know too little about this Vanda, Coerulea. So, yeah, the little bud, yeah. Make a long story short now, yeah. The little bud blasted as soon as I switched on the heating elements, and the temperature rose by at least 7 degrees, yeah, in a short time, so. But now in the, so I draw the conclusion that this guy needs a bit of a chilly fluctuation in temperatures to be able to put out some spikes at all. But now in the heat, look, so it seems to be this one's period, blooming period. So now in this heat and no humidity and nothing, let's hope for it to adjust this little spike and to develop. So, kind of happy, yeah? And that said, cross our fingers, yeah? Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall be back with some more stuff. I already recorded a few, so there's a bit. Oh, videos loaded. Yay! Take care. We should talk soon. Bye-bye.